What is up, y'all? It's your girl Celia and I'm back with another video. Today we are getting to this crazy story time. I do not know what I'm going to name it yet. By this time I already named it, but just know it's literally insane. It's a part of my little dating in Houston thing going on, and just know I don't even know. But if you would like to see this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, or if I use that intro or not, he was or is or whatever a public figure. He's like, I wouldn't even say a public figure. I would just say I would probably say more of an influencer, or I cannot give y'all too much detail about who he is because it's gonna give out his identity for real, because he's a very unique individual to where you can pinpoint him. But this is not a good story time where it's like, oh yeah, whatever. Honestly, this is a very short one and done, but it was a growing experience for me. Okay, honestly. Okay, cool. So anywho, one day I'm at work, okay, and I posted on one of my social media accounts. I cannot tell y'all which way because y'all gonna be able to find him. Anywho, I posted on one of my social media accounts and I was just like, what did I put on there? I had put, I need a trip like to the Galleria, or I need to get me some vintage Louis Vuitton heels. It was something that I put on one of my social medias about just wanting some vintage Louis heels or whatever. And so this man, we're gonna just call him P. We're gonna call him P. So P comments on it, and he's just like, meet me at the Galleria. And so if you're in Houston, you know the Galleria is the spot. It's the place you go whenever you want to go shopping, or whatever the case may be. That is the place you go. He has all the stores you can think of, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, whatever the case may be. If you know, you know. So anywho, he told me meet him at the Galleria. So I'm like, who is this guy, right? Like, what the heck? Like, who is this guy asking me to meet him at the Galleria? So I'm gonna read the messages, the DMs verbatim. So he ends up DMing me. He's like, number, question mark. And I didn't respond because I'm like, who is this guy? Like, I'm not interested based off of his first appearance off of his social media, right? I'm just not into that, okay? He texted me, number, question mark. I didn't respond. He said, I'm on the way to the mall now. You like shopping, so that's what I want to do. Okay, it was coming correct, but no. Okay, so anywho, I was like, at the time I was at work. I had worked brunch, so I wasn't going anywhere, babes, until after 2 o'clock or something. And so I'm like, but if you really about it, then you can get this for me and bring it to me at work. Okay, it wouldn't be the first time, second time, or the last time someone had brought me something to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really about it, go get it for me and then you can bring it to me at work. And he said, what's your size? Like, what size you need? And so I seen it. I sent it to him, what I wanted. And he said, he's not coming to my job. I said, okay, that's fair. I'll be free tomorrow or Monday to go to the Galleria. He said, question mark to what's your size? I said, about to send everything. He sent his number. I did not hit him up on his number. I specifically hit him up on the social media platform. So then he was like, I replied with what's my size. I replied with my sizes to what he said. He said, I'm going to text you. I said, I'm going to text you once I know you're serious. Because I'm not just giving you my number. Like, I have been through enough dating wise to not just give you my number. Like, is you cool? 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 Like, come on. Anywho, he said, baby, you could try to, hold on. So anywho, I said, I'm gonna text you once I know you're serious. So I showed my homegirl and I'm like, girl, who is this guy, right? I'm not, because again, off of appearance, I wasn't interested. I'm like, you know, I am not the type to date someone that looks just out of the ordinary. To me, it's not my type for the money. I'm not the type of girl. So if I date someone, if I'm with someone, if I whatever with someone, whatever the case may be, they are my type in some way, shape, or form. They are my type. Like, I like that. I'm on that. You know what I'm saying? But if they're not my type, it takes a lot for me to even budge, to even see this person, because that's a waste of my time, because I know I'm not going to be interested, you know? So anywho, I show my homegirl and I'm just like, girl, da da da. And she was like, you don't know who that is? And I'm like, no, I don't actually. I actually don't know who that guy is. And she's like, he used to date da 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 and da da da, and just start naming all these social media influencers. Well, I don't care about that, right? I'm just like, okay, he still isn't my type. He's not doing it for me, right? And so she was just like, I think you should just give it a chance. Like, I think you should just give it a chance, and at the end of the day, you tried it out, and if it works, it works. If not, it doesn't. And I'm just like, really? You really think I should give it a chance? She's like, yes, like, I think you should. Do you not know who he is? And I'm just like, no. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Okay, fine. I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm gonna give him a chance. Which, always trust your gut. If your gut says no, baby, it didn't go with no. I should just trust in my gut. I don't know what made me agree and go for that. I should just trust in my gut, you know? Anywho, we're not gonna go on shoulda, woulda, couldas, because I didn't. Okay, so anywho, we're not gonna go on shoulda, woulda, couldas, because honestly, I shouldn't have. Like, whatever. Trust your gut. When your gut says no, then the answer is no. Do not go against what your stomach's saying. But anywho, so he replied back to me. He said, baby, you could try to test a N-word like me. You can't try to test a N-word like me. LMAO, you clearly new here, because I didn't know who he was. I don't care, right? I'm actually weak right now. Once I know you're serious. He put it in quotations. I said, LOL, but for real. This is my response. I said, LOL, but for real, you don't know the half of what I be going through dating. But I got you. About to text you. Okay? Now, I can't find the messages, but that goes to show you that he was blocked, deleted and blocked. Anywho, so after I got his number, I'm like, hey, what's up? He was like, well, you know, I'm in town for a little bit. This is where I stay at, da 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 da. Like, you know, we should hang out. We should hang. And I'm like, well, just to let you know, I'm going to have to hang out with you in public because I don't know you. Fair, right? That's cool. So he started, once that we had the initial conversation about, okay, like da da da, whatever. Okay, I guess we can, you know, go on a date or something. Right, within the time frame of what he has, but within the time frame of him being in the city. So anywho, he ends up, he's watching all of my stuff, he's liking all my pictures, he asked me to his close friends, right? But oh no, he didn't follow me, he just added me to his close friends. He's all in my views, he's there. So I'm just like, okay. He screenshotted what I put on my social media, added it on his close friends, and had my note on there on his close friends. So I'm just like, why would he do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? So anywho, the next post he ended up posting was like some Louis Vuitton, like vintage heels. He's like, you know, this is for her, this is for you, this is for her, da 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 da. I'm giving this to her, like da da da. Mind you, the heels are not boxed up. They're not no new fresh looking heels, of course, because they vintage, but it's giving you bought them for someone else and now you're trying to hand them off. I'm not, no, that's not my speed. I don't want them that bad, right? So anywho, I'm just going through like whatever. I'm telling my friend what's going on. I'm at my actual best friend. I'm like, why am I in his close friends? Why is this, why that? And my best friend like, I don't know if you should really give him a chance, right? Because my best friend like, I kind of, he's not what your homegirl portrayed him to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yeah, it's really not giving. But I'm like, you know what? We gonna see. So he invited me on a date one day and I did not go, right? I don't know what excuse I came up with. I was just like, I'm not going. So then the next day he was like, hey, this is my last day in town, da da da. At that point I was gonna cancel too, but I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm already on this side, because he kept asking, what side of town you on right now? What side of town you on right now? We can meet, da da da. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'm on this side of town, like whatever. He was like, okay, well, we can go to this restaurant in Houston. So I went to the restaurant and he ended up getting, I guess, like a black truck or something to the restaurant. Come to find out, the restaurant is closed. Okay, so I'm just like, okay, where do you want to go next? What's up? So I ended up leaving the restaurant and I was gonna head to the next spot. So then he calls me, he's like, hey, I'm here at the restaurant. I'm like, I told you the restaurant was closed, so I'm heading somewhere else. He was like, oh, well, I thought I was gonna hop in with you. What? You thought you were gonna do what? Huh? So I'm just like, I'm already gone. And he was like, well, it just makes no sense because we don't know where we're going and da da da. So already I'm like, my instinct is like, do not go pick this man up. You don't know him. I don't care who you are. You can be anybody in this world right now with so much to lose. I don't care who you are. So I don't know what he must have said or something. And I was just like, okay, fine, whatever. I get it. I know I should never been okay with it. I get it. It would never happen again. You learner experience here. Learner experience. Anywho, so I ended up going to go grab him from the restaurant. Y'all, he gets in my car. First off, he's the littlest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm little. I'm 5 foot, okay? 5 foot, not 5'1", not 5'2", 5 foot. I'm tiny. If I back up, I'm about the same size as that thing back there. I am tiny. So I'm just like, this little thing hops in my car. And immediately, I can smell him. He smells atrocious, okay? And if you know me, you know my sense of smell is through this roof, okay? My sense of smell is so strong. Like, I have a nose of a hound. Like, my nose is like a bloodhound nose. I can smell something before it. Like, my family, everybody knows. I'd be like, what's that smell? And immediately they start smelling it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So anywho, he gets in the car and he stinks. Okay, I'm easily getting cigarette smoker, this like maybe stale clothes. Like, I'm easily getting all these fragrances all these smells within my car. Within the car. We're in a closed area. Okay, we're closed. Okay. So then he's like, okay, well, we can go to this place, right? He gets in the car. Oh, hey, girl, da-da-da, whatever. You look so good. You so cute, da-da-da. Well, where you want to go? So I'm just like, I want to hurry up and get him out this car. I want to hurry up and get him out this car. I don't care where we go. I just want to get him out. So I'm like, okay, we can go to this place down the street. He's like, I don't know. It's so many people there. Okay, we can go here. So you get out this car. And he's like, I don't know. It's so many people there too. I'm like, okay, at this point, we can go here. And that's where we going because I'm driving. So we're going there. So I drive there. Okay, I drive there. And when I drive there, he gets out. And the energy, the vibe, everything was so like, not me. Okay, I get it. I could be prissy at times. I get it. The vibe was so like, yeah, like, and that's not me. So I'm just like looking at him like, nothing wrong with that vibe, but it just was not me. So he gets out the car and he's just like, you know, and I don't know what he has on. Okay, I can't even remember, but just know it was just like, it was real questionable, whatever he had on. So anywho, he put his hand like around my neck. Mind you, we about the same height. Maybe I'm a little taller, okay? Put his hands around my neck and I'm just like, and I'm like, this is the worst experience ever, right? So we get inside of where we're going and he's just looking around. He's just like, can we sit outside? And she's like, oh, you know, the patio is not open, but you guys can sit out there. It's freezing cold. It's cold. So I'm just like, I want to sit inside. It's freezing outside. I'm not sitting out there. So anywho, we go up the stairs to sit down. And so we're sitting down and he's like, are you hungry? Are you drinking? I'm like, I'm not drinking. Now, mind y'all, before I continue with the story, when I told him I wasn't drinking, the reason why I wasn't drinking, because after I had the conversation with my friend, I gave him my number and everything, I did a little research about the guy. And what I was seeing was not things that I like. So I made it very apparent I was not going to be drinking with him. Thank you. So anywho, And that should have been another reason why I didn't see him. But I'm telling y'all, learner experience. Okay, learner experience. Anyways, I moved forward. Hey, what are you doing? Anywho, move forward. We're in a restaurant. And so the worker come up. She's like, you know, hey, what do you want to eat? Da, da, da. It's like, what you want to eat? What you want to drink? And I think I maybe took one shot of lemon drop. And I don't even think I took it. Oh, I literally was like, I'm not drinking. I'll take a water. That's why I told her. I was like, I'll take a water. He was like, you're not drinking? And I was just like, no, I'm not drinking. I'll take a water though. And so he was like, let me get a lemon drop shot. That's where the lemon drop came in. He was like, let me get a lemon drop shot. She was like, okay, cool. So she went to the bar. She grabbed the stuff, whatever. So while she's at the bar, he's like, you look through the menu, you know the menu. Now, mind you, the place I took him, I have worked at a location of that before. I know they got security in there. They got everything I need in there. If I need help, I know I can holler. So that's why I chose where I went. You know what I'm saying? That's why that was the third place. I was like, I'm going here. Because I know that place like the back of my hand. So anywho, he's like, you know, you want to eat anything, da-da-da, whatever. And I'm just like, nah, I don't want to eat. Right? Because at this point, he's sitting next to me, okay? He stinks. I'm not even lying to you. The smell was just, I couldn't pinpoint it. I didn't know if it was the cigarettes I was smelling on him. I don't know if it was his fingernails being dirty. I don't know if it was maybe the stale clothes. You know how like when you wash clothes and you leave it in a washer and it stays in a washer? That could have possibly been. I wasn't attracted to him and it just wasn't giving. I was very surprised at the women that he's dated and at his status because it wasn't giving. Like, he did not give, he cared about himself image-wise. Which, I mean, hey, that might be a style, I don't know. But I just feel like, you know, carry yourself in a way to where, like, you know, carry yourself good. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, he ended up ordering, right? And so she's like, what do you want to order? He was like, can I get a kid's cheese pizza with some fries? That's what you want to eat? I'm like, that's what you want to eat out of the whole? He was like, yeah, I'm not really hungry and then you're not eating, so I'm just gonna get that. He was gonna get a big piece and I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna eat that. I didn't want to eat, I didn't want to drink, I didn't want to be there no more. So he's just like, okay, cool. He was like, well, we were sitting down and the whole time he's just scrolling. Then he'll put his hand on my knee. Then he'll just scroll. And I'm like, get your hand off my knee. What do you mean? I don't even know why I was there. Okay, let's continue. But anywho, he's scrolling, like liking stuff, smelling up the place, smelling up the area. So I'm just like, ugh. So then he's like, the question was very vague that he was asking me. It was just like, oh yeah, you like this, oh you like to do that, oh when you want to get your shoes, when do you want to get your stuff? Well, I guess you can get it tonight. I'll give it to you tonight. And in my head, I'm like, how you gonna give it to me tonight? Because I'm not bringing you where you have to go. Like, what? So anywho, he ended up getting a phone call. He was like, hey, I gotta go take this phone call. After he didn't ate a little bit, whatever, he was like, hey, I gotta take this phone call. Okay, cool. So he walks outside to take the phone call. And on the phone call, he texted me. He was like, hey, I'm about to Apple Pay you for the tab. Go ahead and take care of it, whatever, and then we can leave. We can leave? What are you talking about? So girl, he sent that money for that tab, which I hate that. Pull out my card, take care of the tab. This man texted me like, hey, I'm outside, I'm ready. And I was like, to be honest, I'm not leaving. I'm not bringing you. That's what I told him. Like, to be honest, I'm not going to take you home. I feel like for my safety, that's not the best idea and it's not happening. And so he's just like, what do you think I'm going to do to you? And I was like, it's not about what I think you're going to do to me. I think that just so I'm comfortable that I'm not taking you where you have to go. Definitely because it's late outside. And so he's just like, are you serious right now? He's just like, you're overthinking it. You're doing too much. He's like, come on. Like, I'm cold out here, whatever. And I'm just like, no, like, I'm not leaving. So the waitress come over. She's just like, I think he's out there waiting. And I'm like, he could be out there waiting all night. I'm gonna be in here waiting until he leaves. So I'm like, I'm not leaving with him. So I was like, when you see him pull off, get in his car and pull off, get in the car and pull off, let me know. So then he texted me, he was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna order a truck or whatever. I'm gonna order me an Uber. So where we was sitting now, I could see outside and see him. So y'all, I'm just waiting for him to get in his Uber. So when he hops in the Uber, he was like, well, I guess you don't want your stuff. Da-da-da, you being weird. Da-da-da, you being weird to me. Y'all, I deleted the thread. I deleted everything of that man. And then he had a nerve to hit me up talking about, oh, why you acting like that? Da da da, and here to think I was gonna give you some vintage Louis, da da da, and I'm just like, I don't want it that bad, y'all. When I tell y'all I left out of there, I'm scared for my life. Get in that car, lock that door, left. And I, to this day, I had saw this post about him. I had to think about it, cause y'all can Anywho, I saw this post about him, and it was relating to his image and him just being a very nasty person. And I'm not saying nasty because he was stinky. I'm not saying nasty because, you know, he was just I'm saying nasty because his personality is not the best, right? He's a butthole. He's a butthole. And so I seen this post just saying how he is like a creature. And so I'm like, the person who posted that ate, because it's not that he looks like a creature, but it's just the fact that he is he's not a good person. For one. Two, he's not attractive. Three, I don't get what he got going on. Like, I just don't understand. And for all the women that dated that man and gave that man their time, I don't know how y'all did it. I couldn't even last 10 minutes with him. Like, I couldn't last. We were probably at that location for about 30 minutes. I couldn't eat. I couldn't drink. I couldn't smell. Because if I sniff and if I couldn't breathe. Because I could breathe in how he smelled. And it just gave that he was... like, now I'm just getting the images of him. And it's just giving like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that. So I got back to work. I went back to work and I let her have it. Because absolutely not. That was the worst experience I've had in a while when it came to dating. And I just was like, I just couldn't believe it. So know that was one of the cringiest. That's going to be the name of this video. The most cringiest date I've ever had with a social figure and social influencer or whatever it is. It was very cringy. I do not recommend it. 0 out of 10. Ladies, let me tell you something. If your homegirl be like, go out and don't do it. Follow your gut. If your gut is telling you, don't give him a chance, don't give in, don't give him the number, don't do it. Because half the time, your gut is God. And God is telling you, girl, get tight. Tighten up. Tighten up. That ain't you. That ain't you. Okay? Cool. Anywho, thank you guys so much for viewing this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out my other 2 videos that I just posted. And thank y'all so much. Adios.